we think that there aren't too many global sports people around at the moment that will have the impact that he will. Can you see a negative?
I don't think there's really any negatives. I mean, it's a great signing. It's already probably paid off in terms of advertising and media coverage. I guess how many games he plays per season,
Though, I mean, he's very fit. I mean, he's coming off the back of the Rugby Union World Cup, so it's not like he's been playing for the Waratahs Thirds for a couple of years.
He hasn't played much Super Rugby this year because he's been injured a lot.
But he really looks after himself.
He does. Yeah.
He doesn't.
He's a devout Muslim.
Yeah.
Teetotaler. I think, obviously, he's a Rugby League player who's gone to Rugby Union, went back to Rugby League, gone back to Rugby Union, is now coming back to Rugby League.
He's got a
He's having fun with Paul Gallen. Wakefield legend Paul Gallen, yeah.
Has he got a heritage number for that one?
Probably.
So I think it'll take him a little while to get back, instead of having 4 touches a game, having maybe 15.
And you can't shoulder charge anymore.
That's right, yeah. He got in trouble against the Lions in 2017 for a shoulder charge on the head of, I think it was Anthony Watson. So no, I don't think there's any negatives. I mean, I guess the key thing will be to try to maintain this level of interest and exposure for the 2 years, because it's been massive the last week and a half. I mean, I've had a radio station in New Zealand ring me up and, a national paper wanting a piece and
when was the last time that happened?
Probably never. In terms of, unless it's an international tournament, World Cup or whatever. So
I think the number of games he plays is key, but I think he just brings so much to the club by way of introducing new markets, new audiences, perhaps getting that television deal. If you're an executive of a company and it is Beckham-esque, because that's what it's been sort of compared to, you suddenly think, for what it had cost, should we add this to our portfolio?
I don't know if you get a TV deal off one player. I think that might be a bit.
Well, I think it's the fact that they're in Super League and now they've got a player that people recognise.
It definitely
and
puts them on
there will be at least a couple of others.
Yeah, it definitely puts them on the map, much more than And I'm trying to think of another signing that probably could, even across Rugby Union. I mean, if it was England, maybe Owen Farrell. But I think because Sonny Bill's kind of got that.
The important thing, they're looking at Valentine Holmes and Christian Wade, who have touched the NFL.
Valentine Holmes wouldn't have anywhere near the sort of. He's a big name in Australia, but he's not a big name.
But I think the fact that they've sort of scratched the New York NFL team.
Yes,
people have sort of heard of him, and so again, you're dealing with someone who the general public might be tempted to come along and see because we've heard a bit about him. But I think you're right to raise the point. It's an awful lot of money for a club that hasn't paid all of its bills. But are the two related? Is one that's marketing spend and?
Yeah, that's a good question. I can't really answer that because it hasn't sort of been explained why they continually either pay creditors very late or not at all, because from what I understand there's a few other people chasing money from them as well.
Will that change with the CBD deal? Because that gives them cash flow rather than relying on the large.
He's obviously Sonny Bill's going to be the face of the CBD, isn't it? And apparently that's. I mean, I know nothing about CBD, but apparently it's big in America. So he's. I think is he going to get equity in that company? Yeah, I mean, if that obviously takes off and they're selling millions of vials,
health products.
Just as long as it doesn't, break the salary cap in the ways that Saracens may or may not have broken the spirit of the rugby.
What I didn't see with Saracens, did any players have boats? It was Cameron Smith and
some of the wines were cleaning the Allianz Stadium.
Yeah, for £100,000.
I'm sure that's why they've asked Toronto Wolfpack to go there to clear off their fine.